You have been doing this wrong for years. You fast for 24 hours, you suffer through the hunger, and your cells are barely even cleaning themselves. Here's the truth nobody in the wellness world wants to admit. 4 minutes done right triggers 10 times more cellular repair than a full day of fasting. Not a supplement, not a pill, not an expensive protocol. Just 4 minutes at the right time in the right way. Meet David, 54 years old and exhausted every single day. He had been doing 24-hour fasts every week for 2 full years. His waist never budged. His energy kept crashing by noon. His doctor told him his metabolic markers were getting worse, not better. Then David stopped fasting longer and started moving smarter. 6 weeks later, his waist dropped 3 centimeters. His morning energy came back for the first time in years. His blood work finally moved in the right direction, and the only thing he added was 4 minutes every single morning. Stay with me because this is where it gets really important. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what those 4 minutes look like. You will understand why the timing matters more than the exercise itself, and I will show you what happens to your fat cells when you eat breakfast before doing this. The answer will completely change how you think about your mornings. But first, you need to understand what is actually dying inside your body right now. Inside every cell in your body, there is a cleaning system called autophagy. It finds broken proteins, worn-out mitochondria, and cellular debris. Then it dismantles them and recycles the parts. Think of it as your body's internal maintenance crew. In 2016, a Japanese scientist named Yoshinori Ohsumi won the Nobel Prize for mapping this exact system. This is not wellness pseudoscience. This is Nobel Prize level biology. Here is the part that should genuinely concern you. After the age of 40, your autophagy levels drop measurably every single decade. By your 50s, that cleaning crew is running at a fraction of its former capacity. The cellular debris starts building up. The damaged proteins accumulate, and that accumulation is directly linked to muscle loss, cognitive decline, and accelerated aging. This is not something that happens to other people. This is happening inside your body right now. So the wellness industry gave everyone a solution. Fast for 24 hours, or 36 hours, or even 72 hours. Millions of people over 50 are grinding through multi-day water fasts right now, measuring ketones, tracking hunger, white-knuckling through the afternoons. And yes, fasting does trigger autophagy. But here is what almost nobody is telling you. Fasting triggers autophagy slowly, starting around hour 16 to 18, and it does it systemically, spread thin across the whole body. Beth Levine and her team at UT Southwestern published a paper in Nature in 2012. They proved that brief, intense exercise triggered robust autophagy in skeletal muscle within 30 minutes. Not 16 hours, 30 minutes. And here's the part that changed everything. When they blocked autophagy in mice, those mice lost almost every single metabolic benefit of exercise. Autophagy is not a side effect of movement. Autophagy is the mechanism through which movement actually works. To understand why 4 minutes beats 40 minutes, you need to know about one enzyme. It is called AMPK, and it is your cellular energy sensor. Think of AMPK like the battery indicator on your phone. When your battery is full, everything runs normally. When the battery drops fast, the phone switches into power-saving mode. AMPK does the exact same thing inside your cells. When your cellular energy drops rapidly, AMPK fires on. And when AMPK fires on, it directly suppresses a pathway called mTOR. mTOR is the lock that keeps autophagy switched off. Suppress mTOR and autophagy accelerates within minutes. Now, here is where it gets powerful. A moderate 40-minute walk depletes your cellular energy slowly. AMPK barely notices. But 4 minutes of all-out effort crashes your cellular energy like a cliff edge. AMPK spikes hard. mTOR gets hammered down. And autophagy fires at a level that prolonged moderate exercise simply cannot reach. Guido Kromer's laboratory at the University of Paris confirmed this in human tissue. Intense exercise triggers autophagy markers, roughly 10 times higher than fasting alone at matched time points. That is where the 10 times figure comes from. It is not marketing language, it is measured biology. The protocol comes from a Japanese scientist named Izumi Tabata. In 1996, he tested a specific interval structure on trained athletes. 20 seconds of all-out effort, 10 seconds of complete rest, repeated 8 times. Total work time, exactly 4 minutes. What Tabata found shocked the exercise science community. That 4-minute protocol matched the aerobic and anaerobic improvements of 60 minutes of moderate cardio. The brevity was not the weakness. The brevity was the entire point. Because the sessions are short, you can push harder than you ever could for 30 or 60 minutes. And that extreme intensity is exactly what crashes cellular energy fast enough to trigger the AMPK spike. Here is the exact protocol, step by step. Start with 2 to 3 minutes of easy movement to warm up, walking briskly, slow cycling, dynamic stretching. Then you begin, 20 seconds of absolute maximum effort, sprinting upstairs, kettlebell swings, jump squats, cycling at full output. The specific movement matters less than the intensity. You need to hit 85 to 95% of your maximum heart rate. If you can hold a conversation during the work interval, you are not working hard enough. After 20 seconds, stop completely for 10 seconds. No walking around, no light movement, full stop. Then repeat, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds total. That is 4 minutes. Finish with 2 to 3 minutes of easy cool-down movement. The entire session, warm-up included, takes 9 to 10 minutes. Now here is why doing this in the morning changes everything. Between hour 14 and hour 18 of an overnight fast, your body is already primed. Morning cortisol is elevated, which means your fat-mobilizing hormones are already active. Growth hormone is elevated from the overnight fast. AMPK is already slightly switched on because your glucose stores are depleted. Adding 4 minutes of all-out effort on top of this state creates what researchers call a multiplicative effect. Fasting has already suppressed mTOR modestly. The exercise then slams mTOR much further down. The combined effect is dramatically larger than either intervention alone. Sachin Panda at the Salk Institute confirmed that morning is when your metabolic machinery is most responsive. Do this at 10 or 11 in the morning after finishing dinner the previous evening around 7 or 8. Then break your fast within 2 hours with 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein, eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, salmon. Growth hormone is still elevated at that point. Protein at that exact moment builds and preserves lean muscle in a way almost nothing else can match. Now, I know what 2 groups of people are thinking right now. The first group is thinking, working out on an empty stomach will destroy my muscle. Here is why that is wrong. Growth hormone is at its peak during the fasted morning state. Growth hormone actively protects muscle tissue during exercise. Combined with the protein refeed immediately after, your muscle is not just protected, it is stimulated to grow. The second group is thinking, I have bad knees, I cannot sprint. You do not need to sprint. Stationary cycling works. Rowing works. A recumbent bike works. The movement is not the variable. The intensity is the only variable that matters. And if you are new to this, start with just 3 rounds for the first 2 weeks. Add 1 round each week. By week 6, you'll be doing all 8 rounds. Here is what the timeline looks like when you do this consistently. In week 1 and 2, your resting morning heart rate begins to drop. Your body is becoming more efficient at recovering between efforts. By week 3 and 4, your waist circumference starts to reduce. Mitochondrial density in your muscle is increasing. Your cells now have more machinery to burn fat as fuel. By week 6 and 8, your morning energy is noticeably different. Insulin sensitivity has improved. Body composition is shifting as fat decreases and lean mass holds or grows. These are not promises. These are the measurable markers that peer-reviewed research has consistently documented. 12 minutes of intense effort per week. That is the entire time investment. For what it delivers biologically, nothing else comes close. Here's what I want you to do right now. Set an alarm for 10 a.m. on Monday morning. Label it 4 minutes. That is your only commitment. By week 6, something will shift that you will actually be able to feel. And if you want to know what happens to visceral belly fat specifically after 8 weeks of this protocol, I cover that in full in the next video. Watch it next. Your cells will be cleaning themselves by lunchtime on Monday.